Everybody, we're back. This is season 2, episode 25 of the Always Relevant podcast. I'm Rell Cummings, and as always, I have my co-host here, Dane DeMayo. Dane, what's going on, man?
You know what's going on? Big game in Brooklyn tonight. Big game in Brooklyn.
I know Dane's hyped about the Cavs. There's no basketball team here in Cincinnati, so we're looking forward to, I guess, the home opener for Cincinnati Reds. They're playing against the Cleveland Guardians. Going to be a little bit different saying that, but we'll get used to it. I know Dane's hyped up about that too a little bit. Us here in Cincinnati, we're still not sure about how the Reds are going to do this year. We don't know if we trust the ownership or whatnot, so we're just going to wait and see what happens. So far, they're 2-2. They split with the Atlanta Braves, so we will see what's good going forward in the season and hope for the best and see what happens there. But before we get into anything else, we're going to start off with how are you? How are you really? Dane, you got to kick it off first. I not normally do, but today you can. How are you? How are you really?
Well, how am I really? I'm kind of bummed out because I was going to head to Brooklyn tonight for the game. We obviously have some kind of attack going on the subway right now. It's pretty sad. I hope they catch the guy who did it. But because of the way Brooklyn's blocked off now and everything like that, I'm not going to go. I was hoping to get some video and get hype in the Barclays Center tonight, but it's just too crazy right now, and I'm going to pass up on going, unfortunately. I don't even know if the game's going to go on. So, but other than that, I'm good. So, because I'm excited the Cavs are in playoffs. Heck, when's the last time we say that? When LeBron was in town. Before LeBron, I can't even remember. I was a kid, right?
Yeah, so, Craig Hilo was there, right?
Yeah, in a league where everybody makes the playoffs. So, it's a big deal. Right. Some people don't consider this playoffs. I kind of do, but we'll get in that in a minute. But how am I really? Dude, I'm mad, dude. My golf game sucks. Yeah, I got to play coming up soon. I was out hitting last week, and I was a little encouraged at first. I was like, okay, the irons are going all right and stuff like that. No, it wasn't good yesterday. And I haven't hit the green yet. So, yeah, I got some work to do. That's how I am right now. How am I really? I got work to do. How's your game?
All right. How am I really? You know what? As always, doing all right, hanging out, having good times. How am I really? I don't even know. I don't know how I should feel. I don't know. Whatever. We're on the break before because we went to Disney. It was fun, but it was tiring. There's a whole lot that went on that made the Disney trip not quite what we wanted it to be. I say it was good for the kids. It was a good time for them, but there's a whole lot of other things that made it tough. I'm still tired from the trip. I'm tired from all that, getting used to come back to work, getting everybody back in the routine and everything like that. I'm just tired, wore out, or whatever. Waiting to see what happens with the Reds. I am happy that U.S. men's national team made the World Cup. That's a plus.
Yes.
There. But I just don't know, man. And plus, we've been out of the groove a little bit as far as the podcast. I want to get back up and get more consistent with that when our listeners come in and be able to enjoy what they normally do. So, we apologize for that, but we're back now. We're back on a regular schedule, so here we go. But overall, how am I really? I'm just kind of here, to be honest with you. But hopefully things will start looking up, and I'm looking forward to the next few weeks because my birthday weekend's coming, and we're going to clown. It's going to be a good time. So,
I told you, the happiest place on earth, it sucks the life out of you.
It does. It's just we'll get into it here in a little bit as far as everything in my Disney diagnosis as far as everything. So, but what I will talk about right now is mixing up with Lee, because Lee did send us a drink this week. This week, it is the Peach Mule. So 2 ounces of bourbon whiskey, 0.5 ounces of peach liqueur, 1 ounce of lemon juice, 0.5 ounces of simple syrup, 2 ounces of ginger beer, 3 mint sprigs. He wants to lightly muddle 1 mint sprig with simple and lemon in a mug or a glass. Add the bourbon and peach, mix it together, drink it up. So I've never had a peach mule. I've had different kind of mules, Moscow mules, American mules, some kind of other mule that had tequila in it. All been pretty solid, pretty good overall. So I'll definitely have to give this one a try and see what it's all about. So I'm looking forward to that. Like I said, maybe something else we can have over the birthday weekend. Find a good bartender that can make it up for us. So
I like it. Sounds good. I'm willing to try it.
Yes, most definitely. Because if not, we'll end up back at car bombs and Jaeger bombs and any kind of bomb that's usually just not going to end well. So, all right. So we'll go ahead and we'll go to restaurant of the week. Dane, have you gone to any restaurants this week?
Yeah, I'll kick it off, man. I've been doing a lot since we've been on, since we took a 2-week break here, but I'll go with PJ Willingham's yesterday. Actually, Sunday. I went to the Lehigh Valley Iron Pigs because they were playing the Columbus Clippers on Sunday, and it was snowing out. So I called that a day. I was like, 4th inning, Clippers scored 5 runs. Me and Jackie's freezing. It's time to go. It's not baseball weather yet. Out. So we bounced from the AAA game, went to the bar to watch the big leagues. Got myself wings. PJ Willingham's, how would I describe it to the Ohio people? It would be like a Frickers. It would be like our version of Frickers out here. So big wings, breaded. They were good. Chili was good.
Right.
Cheese fries were good because the crinkled cheese fries is a thing out here. Yeah, that's a Philly thing. So yeah, it was good, man. Service was good. You know, I got no complaints. I heard you had some issues. Why don't you let us know?
Yeah, we only had a couple issues overall. Like the first thing I will say is, all right, we got there, got all the kids there and everything like that. And overall it was a good time. The kids enjoyed it. It was their first flight. Caden was super excited. He was like yelling the whole time, not yelling the whole time, but you just tell he was super amped up to be on the plane as far as doing that. So Elena, not so much. She was just glad to get there and get there safe and everything. So, but once you get there, we lucked out with decent weather. It was like low 80s when we got there. It wasn't crazy humid. It wasn't raining. We got to hang out poolside the first day. And it was kind of chilly by the pool. Unless you were actually in the pool, like it was kind of chilly. That's how the wind was blowing and everything. But first place we went to, Magic Kingdom, it's just, that's the main attraction for the kids, right? All the kids are there. So many people are there. You're shoulder to shoulder people. It was on a Monday. Like I said, luckily the weather wasn't bad. I saw a couple of my stories that I put out there, Dad's at Disney. So that I did post something about that, just talking about the first day there really at Disney or whatnot. It was a long day though. We got there in the morning. We couldn't get the genie passes. So like if we wanted to ride on rides, you had to wait the full wait for the ride.
Oh man.
So that was like the tough part as far as doing that. You walk in, you see the castle in the background or whatever. But first place we go in, as soon as we get into the park, we go straight to the gift shop. I'm like, why go straight to the gift shop? But we went in, we had to get like the wristbands and everything that we needed so we could, get into the rest of use that to get into the other parks we went to and everything like that. Bought some Mickey ears there for Copeland, so she liked that and everything. Got some drinks because it was a little warm as far as that. So we did that and everything, and kind of we walked around trying to figure out where we wanted to go, and we went on different rides and everything. But like you said, it's a wait. Like if you want to go on a decent ride, it's in the morning. It was probably like a 70-minute wait. If you got there and got on the rides in the morning. But if you want to try to go on the ride like starting around noon or 1, decent ride. If it was a decent ride, it was at least 90 minutes to 2-hour wait for a ride.
Oh yeah.
That's probably the toughest part. It is, you're walking throughout the park and that's fine, but if you want to ride the rides, it's just you're standing in lines forever as far as doing that. So
you didn't get on the Avatar ride?
I couldn't go to that because that was at Animal Kingdom, and Cohen, when we were down there, for whatever reason, he drank a bottle of milk, then he throw it back up. So there was a day where everybody else went to Animal Kingdom and I stayed in the hotel with Cohen. He didn't get sick when I was there, but it was random. So for whatever reason, he would get sick after drinking a bottle of milk. So I didn't get to do Animal Kingdom. They did that on Wednesday, but the kids loved it. Elena said Avatar was a great ride. Caden loved it. He had a good time there and everything. But we got, we're in Magic Kingdom. We went on with Stone Mountain, Splash Mountain. I didn't go on Space Mountain, but Caden went back on Thursday and he went on Space Mountain. He had a good time with that. Went on a couple different rides there. So I mean, he had fun. Overall, I think he was just exhausted because of waiting in lines forever. And originally when we went there, we were going to go there in the morning, stay during the day, and then leave during the day, go back to the hotel, and then come back at night for the fireworks. But we decided to go ahead and just stay there all day. So we were there till after the fireworks show went off. And then once we were there, fireworks happened. Fireworks were legit. I thought it was a quality show. It was good. I was impressed by them. We go to leave on the monorail, As soon as we were up, getting ready to go, they shut the monorail down and said it was closed down due to the technical difficulties, and we needed to find another place to go in the park, or we had to take the ferry to get back to our vehicles. So everybody that was there for the fireworks, all of Main Street was packed in Disney. Everybody's trying to leave. Everybody's trying to get on ferries at the same time. There's only 2 ferries running. It was going to take a while to do that. So that was tough. You had to deal with that. So the monorail was down. The train system was down. Had to, get on the ferry. Had to braid the people, find your place in line, get everybody, herd everybody on there, get onto the ferry. It just took forever to get home. So that was like the most frustrating part of the day at Disney. We knew there was going to be a lot of people, knew there was going to be a lot of walking, knew there was going to be a lot of waiting in line. But at the end of the night, when you're done with everything, you just want to get back to your hotel room and chill. You had to deal with something else that went wrong. So it's like, oh, God. All right. So it was that. Cohen gets sick. Caden's sick of waiting in lines. Copeland's acting pretty good overall, considering. But, went to Hollywood Studios the next day. It wasn't bad. Rode some rides. Rode the Slinky Dog roller coaster. Rode some Alien ride. Got to drive the little cars with Caden. He had a good time with that and everything. So overall, Hollywood Studios is pretty cool. I forget there's some ride with Goofy in the train and everything. That was a pretty good ride in the theater there. So I forget what that was called, but it was fun. It was a good time overall. This would have been better. Like overall, the kids had fun in Disney. I can't say for us if we would actually do it again, to be honest with you. We're more of go to the beach, chill on the beach and hang out, have a good time. But that might be our only Disney trip. Let's just say that.
That's enough.
Yeah.
You didn't tell us where you ate, though. You got to tell us where you ate.
Oh, where we ate? The one place that stands out where we ate, had reservations, was the Great Wilderness Lodge. So it's actually one of the Disney hotels up there too. So you walk in this huge lodge, huge hotel, logs everywhere that are like, 10, 12, 15 floors up. You can see and everything, almost like just has that wilderness kind of feel to it. Had large totem poles in it. It's pretty cool feel, pretty cool, environment and everything. As far as the food's okay. They really feature like these different places. You get like the pig plate or the pork plate where it's like, you get ham, ribs, whatever, barbecue. I think you got mac and cheese with it, maybe potatoes, some kind of like green beans and cornbread. And, it was all right and everything.
Cornbread.
But the cornbread to me was the best part. It was sweet, it was good, it was hot, it was tasty and everything. Everything else, like I said, it was all right. It was a pretty cool experience overall. The kids, they did like they rode around the restaurant. They got all the kids in the restaurant. They all got little like wooden horses on sticks, so all galloping through the restaurant and everything. So we have some video of that. It's pretty cool. It's pretty funny. But the food was okay, nothing crazy, but it was more about the experience. So the experience was good there. I'll say you have to go try it one time just to experience that and see how it was. Like our server was Moonshine. Was it Moonshine Megan? So we made sure to have some moonshine, whatever. And it was strong. I'll give it that. Whatever they made over there, it was strong. But overall, it was good. Like I said, I think Disney probably isn't for us. Plus, when we were trying to leave, our flights got canceled. Couldn't get other ones out of Florida till Wednesday when we were trying to leave on Saturday. So we ended up finding a flight out of Savannah, Georgia, but couldn't rent an additional car because all the car rentals were gone in Orlando. So we kind of all piled into the expedition and made the 4.5 hour drive to Savannah. Halfway through the trip, Cohen threw up everywhere. So it was just one thing after another. We're getting like an hour and a half from Savannah, and there's a big car accident, fire on the highway. So all 4 lanes on the highway were shut down. Luckily, we saw it in time and got off and went and ate some food and kind of found a way around that accident. Otherwise, we would have been stuck even longer. But like I said, overall, I was glad the kids got to go to Disney. I was hoping they get to see the characters more, but with the pandemic and everything, the characters aren't just walking around like they used to. I think they're on that more here in a couple of weeks. So, it was fun.
Hey,
hopefully
your trip sounds like Chevy Chase and vacation going to Wally World. That's what it sounds like.
It kind of was. It really kind of was. So, like I said, it was fun. Glad we did it. Glad the kids got to do it and experience it. Caden, he likes roller coasters, so I'm taking him to Kings Island. It's a amusement park here in Cincinnati, and we're going to experience some roller coasters there, and he's going to have a good time. It's going to be fun. So I felt bad because, we got stranded there. He missed the football game. I mean, he was happy because he missed a day of school too, but, all in all, next time we'll just go to the beach.
Yeah. Hey, now you did it. You can tell your kids you took them. You don't have to do
we
it.
did it. Plenty of pictures, and yay, day in the life. So I'm
Day
glad
in
that
the
worked
life.
well. So I don't know, we talked entirely too much about me going to Disney. If you want to check us out, check out Dads at Disney. I think I have the stories that are still out there. So there should be a post on out there. But hashtag Dads at Disney. I talked about at least the first day there at Magic Kingdom and kind of my experience throughout the day. So it's pretty funny to see. So Dane, what we're talking about first segment today.
Hey man, so everybody's talking about inflation, right?
Yeah, it's here.
We got to talk about it. It's a real thing.
Highest has been since like 1982.
Yeah, man, it's out of control. We got to set this straight. We got to tell people what they can do to save some money, what they got to choose, what they got to give up on, right? How badly do you want to save some money? I know we're talking about this right after Rell was in Disney, so somebody ain't completely on the inflation plan, but that's what we're going to be doing. We're going to be helping you out deal with this inflation. So you want to go through you want me to go through some of the costs here real quick?
Yeah, go through some of the costs real quick.
This is a couple things where inflation is just completely out of hand and we got to get it fixed, right? So the meats and Get Big 2022.
Meat's going up. Pricing.
Hey, up 13%, man, 13%. Fruit and veggies, man, we don't need that, 7.6%. All right. Electricity up 9%. We do need that. I need air conditioning, right? If it was 100%. Winter, I could just leave everything off. But nah, man, I gotta have air conditioning.
No, AC's running right now.
Yeah, furniture and bedding's up 17.1%. I guess you do kind of need that, but you shouldn't have to buy any. You can hold off on that, right?
Yeah, hold off. Don't buy new yet.
Hey, women's dresses up 13.5%. I don't know how they got that info. I don't know why, but I thought it was interesting.
Yeah, I mean, ladies, if you're looking to wear dresses, now's not the time to buy them. Wear what you got or pay the price. Literally, pay the price.
So you know how a lot of women's clothes is really trendy, right? So the buy for the trend, you know what I mean? So they're going to be gouging you out there to get with this year's trend. So you better watch out. Jewelry and watches up 4.2%. I don't know why.
I don't either. I'm not going to worry about that. So I'm good.
Yeah. Rent and residence, that affects a lot of people.
That affects everybody. Yeah.
And I'll tell you what, if you live in Miami or New York or out here on the East Coast, it's way more than that. Gas, everybody feeling the gas pinch. I paid $4.24 yesterday. $4.24.
Hey, you know what? Gas was up a little bit, but went back down. It was like down to $3.58, like probably about a week ago. I mean, I looked at today, it's $3.71. So it's pretty bad to say when you see $3.71, like, that's not bad, but that's not bad for what it's been.
You need to buy in bulk. If you usually buy one case of beer on your trip, you need to get 2 cases of beer. You usually buy 1 bottle of vodka, you need to get 2 bottles of vodka, right? You need to cut down on trips. Non-perishable goods. That would be a non-perishable good. You need to bulk up.
That's why I'm thankful. I'm thankful for working from home right now, because my vehicle is usually sitting in the garage, not moving too much. So my full tank gas has been there for at least a week. Happy about it.
Yeah, you're lucky there. I live close to the office, but airlines out of control. We were talking on, because we're coming out to the nasty. Not only is it expensive, but they can't get you anywhere. So it's a double whammy.
It's bad. It's bad for sure. It's bad for sure. We just pay for those trips. Like for 3 of us, me, Elena, and Copeland, who's our 2-year-old, it was like $1,800 to go to Disney. It was crazy. You know what I mean? But that's what it's expected right now. So it's tough.
Yeah. So I'll tell you this right now, all my vacations are planned within driving distance. I'm doing 6 days in Dewey Beach, Delaware, probably do some Ocean City, Maryland. Later in the year, I'm going to try to get down to South Carolina, probably to see my parents. But other than that, right now, other than coming to see you in the nasty, it's going to be local vacation.
Hey, I completely understand. And I appreciate you coming out. You and Dennis coming out to to Ohio to hang out and have a good time.
Yeah, I'm excited, man. We're gonna get Diamond Club seats for some minor league baseball. I think I've seen better players in Lehigh Valley than I'm gonna see. I think Lehigh Valley Iron Pigs have a higher payroll than the Ramsey Guardians.
No, I mean, no, they don't have a higher payroll than the Reds. They definitely have a higher payroll than the Pirates, though. That's for sure.
Yeah. So we're gonna get Diamond Club seats in Cincy, watch some minor league baseball. Excited about that.
Yeah.
And then probably hit some golf balls, do whatever. But right now travel's crazy. So I recommend, if you got hot spots, so in Ohio, I recommend Put-in Bay. Go to Put-in Bay, right? You don't have to fly nowhere to get that island life. Go up to Put-in Bay, because for one, it's always expensive. It's never been cheap, but
it's consistently expensive.
Yeah, it's consistently expensive, but it's a good time. I recommend Put-in Bay to anybody, right?
It's like adult spring break. It's like adult spring break.
Go to Cedar Point. Go to Kings Island.
Yeah.
Go watch some minor league baseball in Cincinnati and Cleveland. So, all kinds of stuff. So, yeah, but
take kids to different museums. Museums aren't far away. Got the Cincinnati Museum down there. You got the COSI up there in Columbus. You have the museum over in Indianapolis, not far away. So, there's some things to do. There's places to go for sure.
Yeah, but this inflation's crazy, right? So we ain't trying to blame nobody or go down that rabbit hole. But what we are going to do is recognize that inflation is a real thing, and we're going to try to help everybody get through it, right? So here's some of the things. Here's some of the things that people are complaining about that cost too much money. So the first one is a used minivan. People are upset that the minivans are expensive right now.
Hey, used cars. It's what's going on right now. You're better off getting your car new.
Yeah, dude, I'm telling you, man, your used car right now, a lot of you out there probably is worth more now than when you bought it new. So
I'm thinking about selling mine.
Hey, hold off on the minivan. So we're gonna determine if you should get it and if we have a replacement for it, right? So obviously if you're buying a minivan, you probably need some space, right?
Right.
I don't think there's anything cheaper, right?
No, it's not.
Now, I just would recommend buying a cheaper one. You can roll down back in Akron, you can roll down Main Street and probably find one for $1,000. For a little bit till inflation comes down. You know what I mean? So, whatever happened to that? You don't see no more. You don't see cars all over the place parked for like $500. Take it or leave it. You know what I mean? What happened to that?
Not anymore. Hey, because everybody's selling it online.
Yeah. So you must get the minivan really bad. We're going to talk about this one real quick. People are mad. Their one-bedroom apartments are up. Rent in Manhattan's up like 33% because people are actually moving back there. Crazy, right? So I guess you have to have a place to live. So my recommendation is go live somewhere cheap. Don't live in Manhattan.
Don't live in Manhattan. Exactly. Hey, hope you have a job that's going to pay you some more money, but I don't know. That's easy to find right now. So.
Yeah. Or go make more money, right? Or commute, right? So That's what we're saying right there. If you need the one-bedroom apartment, downgrade to a studio, right? Get yourself a studio. They're all over York Avenue. Nice little 435 square foot. That includes your bathroom and your kitchen. 435 square foot. And
the bare minimum. Bare minimum.
You even get a window and the thing even locks. So I recommend go getting it, right? Right there in Manhattan, 82nd Street. Go get it. All right.
Okay, care of that. Babe, better you than me. I'm not doing that.
Yeah. So there's some options for you there. All right. Someone was complaining that the price of a single steak went up. Now, I'm going to argue this is a necessity. We have to have steak. It's Get Big 2022. There is no alternative to a 2020 to a steak. I have to have the steak. What do you think?
I mean, if I have a choice between a steak or not, I want an actual steak for sure. But with me, I'll probably push steak to the back burner and eat more chicken.
No.
It's just like a Chick-fil-A commercial.
I don't want no lab created stuff either. I want actual cow out there eating grass on my plate.
I want Angus. If I'm getting the steak, I want Angus beef. If I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it.
Yeah, we're going to do it. So the steak is a necessity. There is no alternative to a steak. Bacon. People's complaining there's bacon. How do we replace bacon? You can't replace bacon.
No, bacon is a staple. It's staying. I have some in my refrigerator right now.
Hey, it's Get Big 2022. You have to have bacon. You have to have bacon sausage for breakfast. You got to have it for a snack. You got to have bacon on everything.
I had bacon this morning. Sticking with it. Yes, bacon.
All right, so we're not doing people too well right now on inflation.
No, we're not.
We got a lot of necessities right here. Oh, we did give alternatives for the minivan and the 1-bedroom apartment, but the food, hey, it's Get Big 2022.
Bacon.
Chicken wings are crazy, dude.
Those are crazy.
Alley down the road for me, I can walk to is $20 for 12. $20.
Hey, you know what you do? Hey, since chicken's so expensive, just get a steak.
Yeah, I think I did both on Sunday though. Yeah, I got wings and steak and chili. Yeah,
that's serious.
So, all right, so this is a tough
2022. Get Big 2022.
So I guess with football season being over, I'm going to reluctantly concede that we can pass on the outrageous price of the chicken wings right now and just eat a steak. Sound good? So you have steak.
What about chicken tenders? Are chicken tenders the same price as chicken wings?
It's not the same thing.
I know it's not the same thing, but we're looking at just alternatives. It's not going to be perfect. It's not.
Yeah, you can do that. A Burger King
might not be
nugget. Hey, Burger King 10-piece nuggets, 99 cents. I don't know if there's any chicken in that, but you know what I'm saying?
It doesn't. If it doesn't say chicken nugget, I'm good. I don't know what it is, but they don't like market it as chicken nuggets. So
yeah, they call them meat nuggets. That's what they should be calling them, meat nuggets. You get a 10-piece meat nugget.
I'll boycott that. I'm good.
Yeah, all right. So we do have some alternatives for chicken wings since it's not football season. All right, bread. What we doing? Bread's up. People complain about bread. Do we have alternatives?
What about flour tortillas, burrito shells?
Yeah. Make your own, right? Hey, what about that healthy thing where you eat the lettuce as the bread?
Yeah, lettuce or you can go keto with it. That might work.
Yeah, you can go. Let's go keto with it. I probably could dump the bread. I can work around the bread. I need the meat. You know?
Yeah, like with me, like I've never been one to have like chips or something. Like I'd rather have like a sandwich. You know what I mean? So that the bread will be hard for me, but I'd figure it out as far as that.
And every health person says don't eat bread. Tom Brady doesn't eat bread, does a Subway commercial. It says he don't eat bread during a Subway commercial. So Rell needs bread. I'm going to say I can skip the bread. Haircut. People complain haircuts going up. Shame on you barbers taking advantage of the people out there on inflation. Just don't cut your hair. I'm bringing the fro back. You don't need to cut your hair.
Hey, I cut my own hair. I haven't done it recently, if I need to.
We should have a worldwide stop going to the barber until the inflation comes down. No one cuts their hair until they lower the prices back. Nobody.
Jackie would kill you with the fro that you would have.
I bring the fro back. I wish I had a picture. Yeah, I'm bringing the fro back. Just get it out there. None of my hats will fit, but you know what I'm saying? We'll bring it back. You don't need a hat when you got it up there. You know what I mean?
That's true. That's true.
Yeah, man. Jared Allen's bringing it back anyway for the Cavs, so we'll bring it back. So haircuts, do we need them?
Barbers?
Haircuts, do we need them, or do we not need them?
I personally can do without the barber. So like it's whatever as far as that. I can do it myself. You can let your hair just grow. No haircuts. I have haircuts. I'll just do it myself.
All right, so we agree. Cut the hair, cut the barber out of the equation.
Barber's got to go.
Save your $20-something bucks.
Now, ladies, I know ladies like get your hair done. That's a little bit different. You know what I mean? Like that's tough, but hey, ladies getting the hair done, that's super expensive. Now, how long is it gonna last? You're gonna get the color and everything. You're just getting a cut. You're just gonna get a trim. I mean,
hey,
I don't know.
A good weave's about $600 to $1,000 for a good weave.
That's true. Stuff. That's true.
Yeah,
I don't know.
So
that's tough. Might be different for the ladies. They might say otherwise. For the fellas, barber's got to go.
Yeah, barber got to go. We're saving money. So the money you will save, the $25 you will save every week or 2 weeks or how often you go, will help pay for your girlfriend's weave. All right. So what we got next? Milk. Do we need milk?
In my household, yes. Because
so you have to have the milk and the cereal.
Caden doesn't like milk in the cereal. He'll eat the cereal dry. Okay. But he loves milk in general. All three of my kids They drink milk like crazy. We go through like 5 gallons of milk a week. It's absolutely nuts. So it's a necessity for us. If it was just me, I'd do without for a while, or I would definitely buy it more sparsely. So,
Yo, you know me, I want the cow, not its milk. So give me the cow. You can keep the milk. So that's how I'll stand. I'm gonna pass up people. You don't need the milk. If you got kids like Rell, you might need the milk. Milk makes
Yep.
kids strong, makes them grow. At least that's what they told us when we were kids. Who knows if that's
Right.
true now? But hey, I'm cutting the milk out. All right. Now this is a tough one, and everybody needs to sit in their seats and calm down.
Yep.
Ramen noodles are up. Yo, how are ramen noodles up? How can they go up from 10 cents?
How high? I guess it depends on your situation. Like I'm in a dire situation. I'm going on a strict hot dog and ramen noodle diet.
Oh man, it's good. That's the best diet out there. That's the best tasting diet out there, and it's the best value. Like it doesn't get better than hot dogs and ramen noodles.
Hot dogs, ramen noodles, maybe some canned goods.
So here's what I was thinking about this. There are some people that like luxury ramen noodles. You know, the ones that are already in the cup with a little carrot, little shrimp.
No, I want the ones in the package that are like a brick. That's the ones I want.
Yes. So we're going to tell you people that like to splurge on the luxury ramen noodles, which I do at work every once in a while. The luxury ramen noodles, you got to go get the brick. Buy a whole box of the bricks.
Hey, I don't like the luxury ramen noodles because they have little peas in it and the carrots and everything. I hate that.
Yeah.
I don't want that. I just want the noodles and the seasoning and the water, period.
Yeah, the seasoning and the water. So get your bricks, right? Hey, and if that's too much for you, I don't know what else to tell you because I don't think there's a cheaper meal than a ramen noodle meal. Is there?
No. Hey, 3.5 minutes in the microwave. Break it up, fill it up just enough water, have it in there, throw it in the microwave 3.5 minutes, you're good. It's hot. So be careful.
If you're so cheap you won't buy a ramen noodle brick, we're not going to be able to help you because I don't know what the next step is.
That's tough. That's tough.
Hey. So here we go. Toilet paper. What we got to do here? Do we need toilet paper?
Depends. Are you using paper towels? Which can last you longer?
Paper towels cost more money. I was thinking maybe a nice towel, nice fluffy towel you just throw in the washer.
Throw in the washer? Is that going to is your water bill? Is that increased by inflation as well, or what?
You just throw it in with the rest of your clothes, right? It's supposed to wash everything, isn't it?
I mean, do you really want to wash that with the rest of your clothes, though? That's the question.
Hey, man, inflation's tough, man. It's getting high. We're just giving alternatives for you.
That's true.
I'm not saying you got to do it. I'm just saying this is an option, right? If times are tough.
That is an option. That is an option.
Hey, so go into your girlfriend's closet, get yourself a nice soft towel. Don't take a white one, might stain. Get a dark one. Get a dark blue one. Get a dark green one or something like that.
Hey, times are tough. You got to do what you got to do. I'm with you.
Yeah. It probably worked pretty good, right? So
that's true.
Right,
it probably does.
Toilet paper ain't a must. And hey, depends on how tight you want to go. That's what it is. That's what it comes down to.
You got to remember, there's always leaves outside too. There's always leaves outside if you have to.
So diapers are already expensive. Now they're going to be more expensive. So what are we going to do diapers? You just going to let them crap their regular underwear or we got to get them diapers? You're the kid expert. Why don't you tell us?
I know.
Can we get by without diapers? Can the people get by without diapers?
Depends how old. Hey, you know, back in the day they did it. If you absolutely had to do it, you could do it. You do it, wash it, hand wash it, whatever. You'll be fine. So you can get rid of diapers.
I got a plan actually. I just save you money, right? You use the towel, and they crap their pants, and you just put them in the washer together.
There you go. That makes sense. I'm with you on that.
Hey, we're saving you money out there. Hey, options. We're providing options.
That's right.
All right, lumber's. What'd you say?
Diapers got to go. Hey, we got to get clothespins though. Got to get clothespins.
Diapers got to go.
Yeah, diapers. Hey, you can do without. I'm with you.
All right, lumber. I would say just don't build nothing.
Don't build nothing.
Don't build anything.
Yeah, just stall it out. Now's not the time for lumber or any kind of wood. You know, we just did something on the garage in the house just now, but now's definitely not the time to be buying wood or lumber. Just let it go for a little bit and see what it's like this time next year.
Yep. All right, we mentioned vegetables. Frozen veggies are up. Don't need them.
For me, like I'm not a vegetable kind of guy, so I'm good. I don't need it. But
I want the cow. I want the chicken.
We'll stick with our carnivore diet.
I want the swordfish. I want all that stuff, the shrimp, right? Crab cakes. All right, so we're going to dump the frozen veggies, right?
Veggies got to go. My mom will
Okay.
probably disagree, but veggies got to go.
All right, you have a cat. If you have a cat, is cat litter an option?
I'm not gonna have a cat, so it doesn't matter. I'm not a cat person. Cats are
Yeah,
get on my nerves.
just let the fur baby outside, man. Cats can take care of themselves. Be like, yo, bye. Let me know when you're done. Come tap on the window.
Yeah, do something. Yeah, because I'd probably get rid of the cat. That's just me.
Yeah, that's what we're gonna have to do. You know what I mean? So, hey, if you need some veggies, I guess you could plant your own too, and send the cat outside to fertilize them. Right?
That's the way to do it, right
Hey,
there.
there's some options. All right. Hey, shampoo's getting crazy. Are we doing shampoo?
I mean, you probably have to do shampoo because you got rid of your barber. You know what I mean? So you gotta keep it fresh and clean. You know what I mean?
So here's what we're gonna do. We're just gonna shave our heads. Then you don't need shampoo or the barber.
I mean, I'm rolling with that. You know, you gotta keep the scalp nice and moisturized. So you gotta figure out something to moisturize the scalp. Yeah. So you might not need the shampoo, but something to moisturize the scalp.
Okay. Moisturizer's cheaper though. I can do that. Yeah. That lasts longer. All right. So you can shave your head. All right. And so now you're not going to the barber and you're not paying for shampoo. Hey, we're just providing options. You know,
save on that water bill too. Save on that water bill.
Save on that bill. Save on that weave. Right. So there we go. Hey, deodorant.
That's a must.
That's line here. That's a must.
That's a must. You can't like go around and walk around musty and everything. That's horrible. Don't do that.
Yo, if it's between your girlfriend's weave and the deodorant, you're gonna have to tell her you're gonna have to wait a month because you better be wearing deodorant if you're coming out.
Gotta have the deodorant. I agree 100%.
There ain't nothing worse than sitting next to somebody on a plane and they ain't got no deodorant on.
Yeah, it's
right?
bad situation right there.
Yeah.
You better hope that. I hope your air conditioner's running too. If you don't have air conditioning, you gave that up. Definitely have deodorant for sure.
Yeah, you better have deodorant on because I know people try to drown themselves in perfume and stuff. Hey, don't work.
Doesn't matter.
Deodorant.
Doesn't matter. Deodorant.
So out of everything on here, if you're gonna keep anything, it's bacon, steak, and deodorant. That's what we're gonna do. Bacon, steak,
and for me, and milk. For me, milk.
Milk. Okay. All right. Milk. All right. Canned ham. Canned ham.
The spam?
That ain't ham. I don't know what that is. But spam.
All right.
Is the price up on that? I don't know.
Canned ham. Is it you talking about as a necessity or
probably it's probably just one step above the price of a ramen noodle, right?
Like me, I'm rolling ramen noodles and hot dogs, so I'll probably get rid of the canned ham. I'd rather get like a can of baked or a can of like beans or something instead of canned ham. So plus we already got the steak. We're keeping the cow. Get big 2022.
Yeah, we're keeping the cow.
So, no use to have the canned ham.
Yeah, farmers got to keep feeding the cow, right? All right. Tuna's up. I can do without that.
No, tuna's out for me. I'm good.
Yeah, cereal. So that's some of the stuff that's up. Yeah. Anything else you want to add? I mean, we just kind of went through, and I'll tell you what, we actually came up with solutions to get rid of almost all of this, right?
Can we actually do we should try it for a month. Can we actually make this?
We're going to shave our heads, right? Get rid of the barber and the shampoo.
No veggies.
We're going to live in a studio and we're going to walk to work. We're not going to use the minivan. We're going to have to get a bicycle. We're going to take public transportation. That's not really an option out where you live, but that's my options out here. Hey, and then if you could actually skip the steak, the bacon, the wings, the bread, the haircut, the milk, because all your nutrients technically could be in a ramen noodle. And you don't need toilet paper because we're going to use some fluffy towels.
Fluffy towels.
And we're not going to use diapers. Because we're just going to let them squat their pants and we're going to wash it all together. And then we're not going to build anything. And we're not going to eat any veggies because we don't need them. We're going to grow our own veggies and have the cat soil the vegetables. Fertilize the vegetables. And man, we could be millionaires on this plane. And like we're actually on to something here.
Hey, inflation. We're not bothered by inflation. We're not bothered by inflation.
Yeah. Hey, man, I'm thinking we could be saving a lot of money right here. Right? This is like Tom Hanks and Castaway type stuff, boy. I'm telling you, we could do this. There was probably ramen noodles on that island that survived the plane crash. That's how he got by all that time.
That's probably true. True. He could have done that.
You bake them in the sun.
Yep.
So, all right, there we go. That's our inflation edition. I hope you find a way to get through. We just gave you all kinds of tips. We can make you a millionaire on a budget right here.
Hey, ball on an extra thin budget is what we got to do in these inflation times.
Yeah, take your money, put it in NFTs, put it in crypto. You don't need shampoo. Get that crypto coin.
That's right.
That Doge coin. You get like 10 Doge coins for a bottle of shampoo. Go get it.
At least right now. That could change.
At least right now, yeah. Yeah.
All right, what we got next? So we've been talking about this for inflation for a minute. We got Reds Guardians. They're coming up here in about 40 minutes, 45 minutes. Who you got? Reds or Guardians? Do you have faith in your Guardians?
Against the Reds, I do, because it's the Reds and Guardians have proved one thing. This is definitely a football state. But in this, I would say the Guardians have had the Ohio Cup for several years now. So I think Guardians take the series. Bieber's on the mound tonight. I think they take game one. That's what I'm going with. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, it's gonna be tough. Like I said, Reds home opener though. You know, that's a chance for them to do well. Bieber, I don't know what kind of pitcher he is. I know he's a good pitcher. I just don't know if he's a ground ball pitcher or fly ball pitcher. As far as that, hopefully he's a fly ball pitcher because it is easy for the ball to get out in Great American Ballpark in Cincinnati. So, you know, I'm gonna go ahead and go with Cincinnati. I think Cincinnati can at least get one of these. Hopefully, it'll be this first one, and then they'll get a chance in the second game tomorrow to try to sweep this little small series. But yeah, I'm going Cincinnati today.
Yeah, so the Guardians, you know, they started off only scoring 1 run in 2 games, so I was already getting a little nervous. But they've had an offensive explosion the last 2 games against Stephen Kwan. Did something that no one's done since 1901. And that's like he's batting like 692. Yeah, 692, 3 RBIs. He's been on base every time, I think, but twice or something like that. It's insane. Rookie. So people's going wild in there. Cleveland's already got everybody's talking about buying Quan jerseys after 4 games. You know how it goes. You know, they did re-sign Jose Ramirez. I love Jose Ramirez. He's the most underrated player in baseball, most underappreciated player in baseball. I think just because, you know, he doesn't speak a whole lot of English and he's in Cleveland, and it makes it hard for him to be the face of the league. But bottom line is he's a baller. So as bad as we were getting on the Guardians there for a little bit, they did spend some money here late to lock some people up. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, and the Reds have kind of done the opposite as far as that. I mean, they made moves in the offseason, got rid of some key players from the team from last year to try to bring in some younger pieces and everything. Probably some less expensive pieces that they're hoping that will turn out well for them here in the next couple of years. So don't know what to think about that yet. They didn't do a fire sale at the beginning of the offseason. I think a lot of the Reds fans thought that the Reds were going to do a complete fire sale, which I don't think they did that. They kind of dipped their toe into it, and they kind of stopped. I don't know because of the backlash.
They got rid of starting pitching, you know.
Yeah, I mean, they got rid of Sonny Gray. You know, that was one of the main things there. He was like an innings eater. I'm waiting to see if they really improved their bullpen or not. That's where they lost a lot of games last year. Is because of their bullpen. They scored a lot of runs last year. They had pretty good starting pitching. And you know, I'm just waiting to kind of see what happens there. So they do have some young talent starting pitching. Like they have Hunter Green made his start against the Braves, and he pitched pretty well. Pitched like 6 innings. You know, he throws 103 miles an hour. He's throwing 101 miles an hour in like the 5th or 6th inning of the game and everything. Young kid, he's like 21 years old, so he's kind of like their prized rookie. So I'm waiting to see how he does in the long haul. I think he has a lot of potential, a lot of talent. We'll see what happens. It sucks because I feel like that the Reds could have made a splash last year and they missed the opportunity. And then now they send everybody off. It's like, all right, how far are they going to have to go backwards to rebuild? And it's hard to tell. I'm not sure. So
yeah, they should have at the deadline tried to get some relief pitching and try to win that division. They didn't do it.
Yeah. They got some, but they did not get enough.
Your owner sucks. What is it, Castellino? What's his name?
Castellini or whatever. Like he's been some team.
Sucks. He
He's
talked
lost
all that
he's
stuff when
lost
he
the faith. He said he'd spend whatever money it takes to win. We had the chance to win within the last couple of years, and he didn't spend the money for it. Lies, Bob. Lies. Sell the team.
Yeah, sell the team. I agree.
All
All
right.
right, so we're
What we
looking
got
into
next?
that. We got some baseball. We got some Cavs Nets tonight in
Yep.
Brooklyn, Barclays Center. I haven't got an alert yet that if the game looks like it's still going on right now.
Yeah. It's just
So
tough. It's tough because it's gonna be tough for the Cavs. The Cavs are young. They're a few years away for sure, but they have a good nucleus. This if they stay healthy, and they have a lot of guys that are hurt against a Brooklyn Nets team that has Kyrie and Kevin Durant. So I mean,
well, for them to have any chance tonight, see the Cavs, it sucks because their season started off so great. I felt like they could beat anybody. They finally got big. What was I always complaining about the Cavs about? Too small. Well, they
Yep.
went and got big as hell in the offseason, and they were winning games. And Rubio and Sexton, you can play Rubio, Sexton, and Garland in rotation when your other three guys are 7 foot, right? That's when you can get away with stuff like that. But it's the wheels came off. They limped into the playoffs. They lost almost every game going in. Jared Allen's not playing tonight. He's still got the fractured finger. I don't want him to play if it's going to hurt it anymore.
No. Let him just recover for next season.
Yeah, this team can make some noise. This is not an elimination game tonight. Whoever loses this game gets to play the winner of the other playing game. That is an elimination game.
Right.
We would need Kevin Love to be the Minnesota Timberwolves Kevin Love tonight to
I
win
haven't
this.
seen that Kevin Love for a minute.
Well, we just seen it Sunday against Milwaukee's backups. But
all right, well, yeah, that doesn't count.
We're going to need that Kevin Love. We're going to need Evan Mobley as a rookie to step up big time. And we're going to have to, DG's going to have to be the all-star that he is.
Yep.
If I'm looking at the Cavs, and most GMs won't admit mistakes, I don't think Okoro fits on this team. He's too small. His defense is overrated. He's a two-guard that can't shoot. That was a forward in college. It's not working. I think Larry Hughes from Penn State should get more of those minutes at 6'6", big and strong, can guard anybody. I like Dean Wade getting more minutes at 6'9". I know he's out for the season, another injury with a torn ACL. Okoro can go, but I think you bring back Rubio if he's healthy. You run this team back. I don't know what's going to happen with Sexton, but I'll tell you what, with what happened right now and what's going on in New York City, you don't know what could happen tonight. So I'll be watching. It's on TNT at 7. I'm not going to go to Brooklyn tonight because I don't live in New York City, so I'd have to come from the outside. You know what I mean? Even though I'm close, and Brooklyn's pretty much shut down right now, and they're telling people not to be in the area. That's why I don't even know if they're going to play. So, but go Cavs. I'm going to watch on TNT tonight. I'm sad I'm not going, but yeah. Get it done.
No,
Let's
yeah,
go.
I'm rooting for the Cavs too. I want them to do well. They're a young team. I think, they see potential without like a LeBron there. Like they see potential in their young nucleus and everything. And I think they can be all right. Like I said, let Jared Allen get healthy. Don't push it. They're not winning a championship this year. They need more experience. Just give it some time. And I know such Kevin Love. He wanted to probably make some kind of push, but I'm sure he understands the optics of this team and what it looks like and where they could go. So
this team next year is going to be a threat in the East. They were a threat this year, just injuries. I've never seen injuries this crazy. I know a lot of teams have them in the NBA, but the Cavs were like a total team. So if one person went down, they were still good, but they lost like everybody.
Exactly. That's tough.
Yeah, what's up with the Cleveland Clinic, man? You guys should be on my Get Real, man. You guys got to keep these guys healthy. These are young guys too, man. Young guys. This ain't old ass.
Freak injuries though. This freak injuries. We'll see what happens there.
Yeah, the Lakers team is twice as old as all these guys. Like they shouldn't be getting hurt. It's a real disappointment, but it is what it is. I think they'll be back next year.
Yeah. So speaking of comebacks and whatever, come back this year. Tiger Woods at the Masters. He'd been out after the car accident, about lost his right leg in the car accident place. Like he hadn't played in a competitive tournament for 17, 18 months. First time out, come back to the Masters. First couple rounds, he was in contention. He was like in top 10, top 11 or whatever, and thought he looked pretty good. I honestly think just the rigors of walking that course, how hilly it is and everything, I think he really just, put a lot of strain on his leg and everything. So because of that, his score kind of dropped in the third and fourth rounds. But you know what? He hadn't played for 2 years, made the cut at the Masters, made a good run at it. You know, he seemed at peace with it, and he says he's come back for the British Open or for the Open Championship.
Yeah, he's going to do the Open. Well, when he won the Masters in 2019, that was crazy.
Yeah, that was awesome.
He struggled a little bit on day 2, and then on the end of day 2, he just finished like awesome. And I was like, oh my God, maybe he just made it to the next day. Anything can happen, but he was hiding his limp. You could tell he was in pain.
Yeah. Talk about he's mentally tough. He's mentally tough. This is the person that's played with a torn ACL. He's played with just bone and bone in his leg. He had to get his spine fusioned, together to play. So I mean, he understands pain and how to like compartmentalize and all that stuff.
Well, let's face it. Like, you know how I feel about golf. I love it, but I don't consider it like a true sport. It's a skill and it's mental. The golf is a true mental toughness type of deal.
Right.
I'll call you later.
All right. Just want to resume on Tiger Woods real quick. I was glad to see him. Obviously everybody else was glad to see him too. He had the crowds following him the whole time. He's just a difference maker in golf. He brings more attention to the tour and everything. I'm not saying the players on the tour are bad. They're good. Scotty, I forget his name right now, that won.
Scheffler.
Scheffler. He played well. Rory had the crazy 7 last round.
That shot he made to tie it was insane.
Yeah. Well, then the other guy that was playing with him made one out of the bunker too, like right after that. But either way, it put the pressure on Scheffler to, I'm like, all right, he's on hole 13. Like he can't mess this up. That's a lot of pressure on him, young guy and everything. We're trying to win a first major and everything. So I thought he did well under pressure. For a lot of these guys, Tiger Woods might have been their idol. And they're seeing him and they're seeing the crowds that he brings and everything and what he meant to the sport as far as doing that. So I thought it was good. I was glad he was back. I'm glad he's trying to play a little bit. Understand he's not going to be the Tiger Woods of old. He's a different Tiger Woods, but to get to where he was, he's using everything in his bag to in his bag of tricks to get to where he was. He doesn't have the power game anymore, but he was shaping shots. His short game was usually pretty solid, at least in the first 2 rounds. Second, third and fourth round was a little tougher. But like I said, I think the injury kind of got in the way of that after a bit. So overall,
it's good to have him back, man.
Yeah, good to have him back. One other thing I want to bring up, sports-wise, USA men's national team, they made the World Cup. They're in a group with England. I think is them, England, Saudi Arabia, and whoever's going to win. There's a playing game going on between like New Zealand, Wales, and like another team or whatever. So I think it's a good group. It's not like a group of death. I think there's some very winnable games. I think that the U.S. can definitely move on.
Well, they're in there. Aren't they in there with England and Iran, right?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I said Saudi Arabia. Yes, England and Iran. And there's the other team is going to be like a play-in team, whether it's Wales or someone else. So I think those games are all very winnable. I think it's a group where they can move out of the group stage into like the round of 16. So I look forward to seeing what happens that in the World Cup, which is in November. So it's kind of weird eating Thanksgiving, watching football, and watching the World Cup. But it
was pretty interesting when I watched them because, one of the things been on the U.S. men's team is they're mentally weak, right? And then they needed a win and they went in and beat Panama. Well, they beat them up bad. Was it Panama? They beat 5-6-0 or something like that, or 1. Yeah. And showed me something. I don't care about the Costa Rica game because they were already in. There was a 6-goal difference, and that's no big deal. I don't even know if everybody played.
Plus, they're young. Like it's a young team that did this. So I mean, they're only going to keep improving. You know what I mean? So I look forward to like what they can do and like see where the potential can go.
We'll talk more about it later. I don't see them doing anything in the tournament. I don't see them beating England, but we'll see what happens.
Yeah. So all right. So before we get to our rapid fire, actually, we'll go ahead and just go to rapid fire. Dane, go ahead. What we got for
you? All right, inflation edition. You only have so much money in your pocket, and you got to make a decision.
All right.
Ready?
Yeah, I am. Let's go. Let's do it.
All right, party time. You only got a few bucks. You getting a Miller Lite, or you getting a bottle of Tanqueray?
I'm getting a bottle of Tanqueray.
Okay. You're in the restaurant. And you're at the butcher, and you can only get one thing. You're getting the single steak, or you're getting the prime rib.
Single steak.
All right.
I'm not a prime rib fan like that. Give me a big old ribeye. I'm cool with it.
You only have enough money for one shower or one haircut. What are you getting?
Shower.
You only have a few cents. Are you getting the canned ham or the ramen noodles?
Ramen noodles, hands down, no doubt.
All right. And you got the chicken wings and you got the bacon. What are you going to get?
Bacon. Can't go wrong with bacon.
I don't know, man. That's a tough one for me, man. Can I wrap the chicken in bacon? I don't know. Let's see here.
Well,
all right.
Yeah, I guess I will say that. You know what? Nah, I'm probably still going to say bacon. I'm probably still going to say bacon.
And here's a tough one. You got to make it 1 month before the next paycheck. You got to take toilet paper, one roll of toilet paper, one big roll. Let's use a big one.
Thanks.
Or you
Appreciate
get
it.
one fluffy towel. And you got to make it 1 month.
Got to make it 1 month. I'm probably going to take the towel.
Yeah, get the towel. I couldn't end it on an easy one. All right.
Probably gonna take the towel and wash it. That's probably
yeah, there you go. There you go. Wash it with the poopy baby clothes. All right. There it is. Inflation edition, rapid fire. Rell makes his picks. I hope we helped you out. Manage your money. Because that's what it's all about, managing your money.
That's right. So up next we got Get Real Dane. Dane, who's getting real on?
Oh, man. I'll tell you what, the NBA season's been great. Like I was listening to this the other day on NBA radio, right? You had a historic MVP race. You have potentially a historic rookie class. You have a bunch of great young players. You have a bunch of great young teams. And every time you turn on the damn TV, who are they talking about? Los Angeles Lakers.
Always.
I got news, right? I don't care. There is more people that don't care than care, right? Let's talk about the MVP race. I am so sick and tired of talking about Westbrook. Probably. So how everybody hates James Harden, because I love James Harden. But you know how everybody hates James Harden? That's how I feel about Westbrook. Westbrook is terrible. He is awful. And you know who carries the blame for the Westbrook signing? LeBron. Because LeBron, you're the GM. Quit crying. I'm tired of hearing about it. He ain't really crying. He's kind of being, he kind of gets moody and just kind of, oh, everything's great. I'm having the time of my life. No, you're not, because that's all anybody's talking about is how bad your team is. Right. Anthony Davis, you married to him. You made that. You know what? You brought him to the altar. You took him in. That was your guy. And guess what? He's always hurt. You know what the Lakers are getting for their money? LA in general is getting for their money. Because look at this. You got Braun, Brow, Westbrook, the Claw, P, Playoff P, all these guys, right? And ain't none of them playing. None of them. So what's the lesson? Do it how the Cavs are doing. Draft right, get some young players, get some people that's hungry, and leave the prima donnas with their fashion statements on the sidelines. Making big money, screwing some other franchise like the LA Lakers are right now. I feel bad for Frank Vogel. He's a good guy. I'd have him coach the Cavs any day of the week. Lakers, get real. Jeannie Buss, get real. Rob Pelinka, get real. You guys suck. I don't care. I wish no one else cared. I wish we quit talking about it so we can move on to what's important, and that's the good teams that's left. That's all I got.
Hey, we know though, the Lakers are going to make a comeback. You know they will.
Oh, no.
Not this year. Maybe next year.
I curse the team. I curse the team for 100 years that trades with the Lakers to take Westbrook. I curse them forever. Forever. I hope you never win a title. If you are the franchise that helps the Lakers out and takes Westbrook off their hands so they can do something else with their money, I curse you for the rest of the history of the world. You will never win a title.
What if it's the Cavs?
They would never take Westbrook. I'm afraid somebody like Indiana would, that's rebuilding, and the Lakers will be like, oh, but the Lakers don't even have any picks. So I think they're stuck with Westbrook. Any team, you know what? The NBA should punish the Lakers. Punish them and make them pay Westbrook $47 million next year to throw up bricks. Bricks. Get real. Indiana Pacers, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't be that team.
All right.
Who's messing with their money?
They get real. Appreciate that. They mess with their money right now. I was going through trying to decide where to go and everything. I found an article on Cam Newton that was out there, and Cam Newton for the second time publicly has made sexist remarks, basically saying he was on a podcast and he's like he said, and I quote, I guess originally he complained about women who can't cook and don't know how to be quiet. So he said, now, a woman for me is handling your own, but knowing how to cater to a man's needs, right? Then he said, and I think a lot of times when you get the aesthetic of like, I'm a boss bee, I'm this and I'm that. And he said, no, baby. He's like, but you can't cook and you don't know when to be quiet. You don't know how to allow a man to lead. So he made these comments on the podcast. Can't deny he made it. He said it plain as day. But there are many people out there that took offense to it. And I think he's messing with his money because right now he's not on an NFL franchise. I mean, people probably take him if they need a quarterback bad enough and they feel like he could come in and maybe, be a stand-in or whatever. But I feel like he definitely could lose money on endorsements by making comments like this. So I don't know. Sometimes people they say what they're going to say. Sometimes I think they should think twice before saying it. Many times they don't. There's, I said it. It is what it is. But in this situation, he thought twice about it. He won the job. He wants to be an NFL quarterback. Maybe he's resigned to the fact that he might ultimately be a backup trying to come in and start. Either way, those endorsements, I personally think the endorsements could they're not going to be flowing in quite as easily as they normally would. Because normally Cam, he's a tall, big, good-looking, charismatic guy. I think you put him out there on billboards, you put him out there in commercial, you could probably sell something out there. But if he says something like this, that's tough to come back from, and that's not going to be the best look for him when he's trying to make that money, especially once his playing career is over, which looks like it's close to being over.
He's not that old.
No, he's not that old either. That's the thing. So
not for a quarterback.
What's going to be the next step? Is he going to be able to come back and get a starting job? I don't know. There's a lot of young talent in the league. Is he going to accept the role as a backup? Like, what's the guy that was quarterback for the Falcons for years?
Michael Vick.
Schaub.
Oh, Schaub, yeah.
Schaub came in, he was a backup quarterback. He became a starting quarterback. And after a while, he accepted he's going to be back. He was a backup for like another 8 years or something like crazy. I don't know if he's going to do that or not. But either way, I think the comments, he can't make comments like that. Even if he thinks it, he can't make comments like that. That's just going to affect his brand. It's going to affect, people coming to work with him. And I think it's just kind of a bad look the way it came.
And you know what? He's a guy that I thought could have got one of these TV jobs when he was done. I mean,
sure.
That smile, he's an MVP talking and, he talks, and just, I think he's messing that up. I agree.
So, yeah, I just think it's just, he can't say something like that. I don't care if he thinks it. I'm not thinking it, but he just can't say it like that. Regardless of what he believes, just today, especially in today's day and age, you cannot have that kind of mentality. That to me, that's old school, and you just can't do that, man. Just can't do it. So to me, that's him messing with his money. That's what we got. Dane, we're a little rusty. 2-week hiatus? We're bringing it back. We're gonna try to keep things more consistent down the line until my birthday coming up in a few weeks. We're gonna have a good time. We're gonna clown here in Cincinnati. It's gonna be a great time. Look forward to it. Dane, I had fun today. It was good bringing it back. Sorry we're a little long. We had a lot to catch up on. What do you got to say?
Hey, go Cavs, taking it down. I'm sorry I can't be there in Brooklyn today, but they're getting it done. I'm calling upset. Kevin Love, 33 points, 15 rebounds, Cavs by 3.
There you go. Dane saying that. I'm saying go Red Legs, beat the Guardians today. Other than that, hit us up on all of our socials. Hit us up on Instagram at Always Relevant. Facebook, look us up at Always Relevant. Find us hashtag Always Relevant on everything. Hit up Dane at D DeMayo on Twitter. Hit me up at franchise1122. And like I say, you want to find anything we got going on, hashtag Always Relevant. Reach out to us. We'll talk to you back and forth. DMS doesn't matter. We'll figure some things out. We're glad to be back. And glad baseball season's starting. Good luck to the Cavs in the playoffs. And we'll talk to y'all next week. Later.